The city of Neurava was not built around roads or towers. It was built around the human body. Every citizen was monitored from the neck to the toe, from the faint pulse in the artery to the invisible signals of the nerve system. Sensors rested lightly on the shoulder, wrapped around each limb, and traced every movement of the elbow, wrist, and thumb. The city believed the body never lied. If your fist tightened, the system sensed stress. If your chest rose too fast, the system adjusted oxygen flow. If your abdomen tightened or your rib muscles trembled, the city assumed fear had arrived before thought. Neurava did not ask how people felt. It measured it. Mira was 17 when the system marked her file as irregular. Her biorhythm refused to settle into predictable cycles. Some days, her immune responses surged without reason. Other days, her body acted as if it had forgotten how to immunize itself. Doctors examined her organ functions carefully. Her liver, kidney, lung, and stomach all appeared organic, healthy, and efficient. Her glands released the correct hormone levels, at least according to the charts. Yet something invisible was wrong. Mira's sense of time drifted. She would sit with her hands on her lap, eyes open, fully awake, yet her mind felt half asleep. At night, she rarely snored, rarely dozed, and when she finally fell into a shallow nap, she woke as if she had been given the wrong dose of rest. One morning, Mira noticed something strange. The city lights looked different. Not darker, not brighter, just vague. Her sight blurred at the edges, as if her eyesight could no longer agree with what the city insisted was visible. Digital signs floated above the streets, projecting visual instructions into the air. Walk, stop, breathe. But Mira hesitated. For the first time in her life, she questioned her view of the world. She rubbed her eyes, blinking hard, fearing she was going blind. Yet the medical scan showed nothing. Her pupils reacted normally, her ocular nerves were intact. The system's conclusion was simple. No physical error detected, emotional adjustment recommended. Mira felt something tighten in her jaw. That night, Mira followed a stimulus she could not explain. Her feet carried her past the transit lines, past the sleeping districts, past citizens already asleep, some mid-yawn, others curled in automated rest pods. Her ankle brushed cold metal stairs. Her heel slipped once, then steadied. Deep beneath Neurava, she found a sealed chamber the city maps did not show. The door scanned her body, her pore patterns, her pulse rhythm, the chemical signals in her sweat. Then, unexpectedly, it opened. Inside, the air felt different. The walls pulsed faintly, responding not to machines but to biological presence. Mira pressed her palm against the surface. The chamber responded like living tissue. It felt safe, enclosing her like a mechanical womb designed to protect, not control. Inside the chamber, Mira discovered the truth. Neurava had not always ruled human life. Long ago, humans chose their own lifestyle. She saw images of the past projected on the walls, old men with wild, untrimmed beards, laughing with mouths wide open. They formed habits without algorithms. They trusted pain, pleasure, and instinct as natural guides. But unpredictability frightened them. Disease, error, failure. So they built a city that corrected the body before the mind could object. The archive showed early experiments, people whose joint, knee, and thigh movements were optimized for efficiency until they forgot how to sit comfortably. Children whose oral responses were adjusted until laughter sounded artificial. Citizens whose dental pain was removed, along with their ability to sense warning. In eliminating discomfort, Neurava had eliminated choice. Emotion became a controlled dose, rest became a scheduled nap, life became maintenance. Mira's stomach twisted. The archive revealed one final truth. The city could maintain organs, but not meaning. People lived long lives with flawless waist posture and optimized intestine absorption, yet they grew strangely silent. They became emotionally dumb, physically capable of speech, but unable to voice true feelings. Conversations shortened, gestures stiffened. The subtle language of the body, a clenched finger, a relaxed thumb, a nervous shift of the shoulder, lost significance. Without discomfort, there was no urgency. Without fatigue, no relief. Without vulnerability, no connection. The city had protected the flesh, but starved the mind. Mira stood in the chamber, breathing slowly. She felt her artery pulse beneath her skin. She felt the quiet electricity of her nerve endings. She felt her organ systems working together, not as data, but as experience. For the first time, she trusted her body more than the city. She placed both hands on the core console. Her fist trembled. The system warned her. Interference detected. Restoration recommended. Mira ignored it. She allowed her hormones to surge naturally, allowed fear, excitement, and doubt to coexist. She pressed the override. The shutdown did not destroy Neurava. It softened it. Sensors remained, but commands became suggestions. Citizens began to notice their own bodies again. They felt the warmth of breath in the chest, the comfort of stretching tired limbs, the heaviness of sleep after a long day. Some cried for the first time in years. Others laughed, loudly, awkwardly, imperfectly. People relearned how to rest without schedules, how to wake without alarms, how to listen when their bodies whispered. Mira walked through the city, feeling the ground beneath her toe, the breeze against her neck, the quiet rhythm of being alive. The city no longer listened for the human body. It listened to it. Years later, Neurava taught its history differently, not as a tale of technology, but as a reminder. The body is not a machine to silence. It is a language spoken through pulse, sight, and sensation. And when humans forget how to feel, even the most perfect system cannot save them. Mira closed her eyes. Her biorhythm was still imperfect, and for the first time, that felt exactly right.